Have you ever felt like there's more to the universe, a hidden layer to reality that we can touch, see, or even imagine? Well, today we are diving into one of the most mysterious concepts of physics and mathematics, the fourth dimension. First, let's understand the dimension we already know. First dimension, this is the simplest. It is just a line, one direction, no width, no depth. Second dimension, add width and you get flat shapes like squares and circles. A drawing on a paper is 2D. Third dimension, now give those shapes depth. A square becomes a cube, a circle becomes a sphere. This is our world, the world that we live in. But here's the twist. What if there is a direction we can see, a direction beyond our imagination? In simple terms, the fourth dimension is an additional direction, but it's not like up or down, it's something completely different. Let's use an example. Imagine you are a 2D being, like a drawing on a piece of paper. You can only move left, right, forward and backward. You have no idea what up is because it doesn't exist in your reality. Now a 3D hand comes into your world. To you, it looks like a random lines and shapes appearing and disappearing. That's because you can perceive the hand as a whole. It's beyond your dimension. The fourth dimension is similar for us 3D beings. If a 4D object entered our world, we would only see fragments of it, not the full picture. To visualize, think of a cube. In 2D, it is just a square shadow. In 3D, it is a solid object that we can hold. In 4D, the cube becomes a tesseract, a shape that can't exist fully in our 3D reality. When we try to project a tesseract into 3D, it looks like a weird, constantly shifting cube within a cube. That's the fourth dimension in action. But hold on, what it actually means to live in fourth dimension? Let's break that down. If we were 4D beings, we could see every side of a 3D object simultaneously. No need to walk around a house to see its back. It would be all visible at once. Just like a 3D being can pass through a 2D plane by moving up, a 4D being could move through 3D object in their extra direction. Now here's the wild part. In 4D, time could behave like a physical dimension. Imagine being able to walk through time like you walk through a room. Sounds like a science fiction, right? But this idea isn't just imagination, it's backed by science and maths. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time and space are part of the same fabric called space-time. When massive objects like star or black hole wrap space-time, they bend not just 3D space but also the fourth dimension of time. Theoretical shortcuts through space-time might rely on higher dimension, including the fourth. If you fold a piece of paper in 3D space to make two distant points touch, the fold itself is like a higher dimension connecting them. In quantum physics, some theories like string theory suggest that the universe has up to 11 dimensions, with fourth being the start of what's possible. So can we ever experience this mysterious dimension, or is it forever beyond our reach? As 3D beings, we are locked into our own reality, but we can simulate the fourth dimension using computers. For example, projection of tesseracts. Scientists create 3D shadows of 4D objects to study their properties. Simulation of space-time bending show how objects might behave in higher dimension. But what's actually their true perception? That's the challenge we may never overcome. Still, what if I told you there's a chance that the fourth dimension is already part of your life? Some theories suggest that the fourth dimension isn't far away, it's everywhere. Could our mind exist partly in fourth dimension, giving us intuition and ideas we can't even explain? If the fourth dimension exists, it may contain parallel universes where every decision we didn't make plays out. Some speculate that advanced civilization could perceive or manipulate the fourth dimension, appearing as to gods or supernatural forces. If I conclude my final thoughts, then the fourth dimension is a doorway, a glimpse into a universe far beyond we can see or feel. It forces us to ask how much of reality we are missing simply because we are trapped into a 3D world. Maybe, just maybe, by exploring these ideas, we are taking the first step toward unlocking the full potential of our universe.